Hi everyone. I figured while I was on a roll, I would do another video on another one of my birds. This is Chip. Chip is a Lutino cockatiel. He's about 2 years old, and he is got to be one of my friendliest birds. He makes sounds like he's gonna bite you, but as you can see, I can play with his face. I can slip my fingers right through over his head. Look, there's Chip. Not a bite. See that? This goes to show you how friendly they can be. Not all of them are friendly. I would show you my really crabby one, but I would lose my fingers, so I'm not going to do it. This is Chippy. See? Pretends to bite you, but won't. He is leash trained, which you can do. Cockatiels tend to be pretty shaky birds. They're very tolerant, but they're not very confident. They're pretty rare. Like, you can find them just about everywhere. Try to find a hand-tamed one. I adopted Chip from a man here in town who had no more time to spend with him and heard that I had birds and gave him to me. I'm unsure of whether or not Chip was hand-fed, but I do know that he spent a lot of time flying around the house that he lived in, so he did get to see a lot of people. Which is why he's so friendly and why he's so tolerant. I brought Chip to the beach. He also goes to the restaurant with me. And I find he's a little bit more trustworthy with other people. My cousin had family members from the other side of his family come up, and oh, I know, Chip. I know. One family member in particular has Down syndrome, and I gave Paolo Chip, and Paolo walked around the beach for an hour and a half with Chip on his hand with his leash, and Chip didn't say boo. Paolo played rough with him, let him walk around the beach, tried to get him to swim. By the way, birds don't swim. These kinds of birds don't do it. But overall was pretty gentle with him. And Chip just stood there. He didn't care. I don't know if you've noticed, but Chip is fully flighted. These feathers sticking out the back over here are his flight feathers, which means that if I go like this, he'll take off. I don't mind that Chip is flighted because, as I said, he will let just about anybody pick him up. With other birds that I have here, I don't like them to be flighted because they tend to be a little bit more, they like to play the chase me game, especially Kia. So I keep their wings clipped. Another factor is that Chip is leash trained. So that means that he will wear a leash without any issues, any problems. And the particular leash that I have is called the aviator harness. I absolutely love it, and it is built to let your bird fly. So hopefully this summer I can get him flying from person to person, which is great exercise. So exercise is one factor that plays into the flighted, non-flighted thing. So that's about how big a cockatiel is. He's over on his cage. Step. Oh, he'll even come back and see me. He usually won't if he's sitting on his cage. It's pretty late too. He's probably tired. This is how big they are. As you can see, they're not very big. He's not hugely bigger than Kia. Come here, Kia. They're not huge friends. See, not too much bigger. Hey. I don't know if you heard the little hiss. Cockatiels will hiss if they get upset or if they are if there's something that's new. Like here, look, a brush. Uh-oh. They give out a little hiss, just kind of like, wait a second, I don't like that. So keep that in mind. That's something that you might hear. It's normal. So here's your basic, well, he's not a basic cockatiel. The basic cockatiels are gray. He's more of a specialty cockatiel, for lack of a better term. But this is what they look like. This is how they normally act like if they're hand-fed. So if you're thinking of getting a cockatiel, I hope this helped. They're very friendly. They're very versatile. Um, so I hope you learned something because these grays are great. Um, Very good for kids, very good for beginner birds. I really hope you learned something. Check these guys out, they're a lot of fun.